Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I think I'm going to do a full face using samples. So the first time I actually saw this go down was in a collaboration video between two people I watch pretty religiously, Olivia from Livloveshermakeup and Tiffany Dawn. And I thought it was really interesting. At that time I didn't have any samples, and at that time I wasn't really thinking about doing this YouTube thing. So now I have some samples. I have them laid out all in front of me, and I thought that we'd do a full face full of samples. This kind of scares me because a lot of what I have here is not stuff that I typically use on a daily basis, and my skin is super sensitive. So it kind of scares me, but we're going to go into it. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is moisturizer. I have this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for my moisturizer, and it's supposed to be really good for your face. Neutrogena is not a cruelty-free company, so it's not something that I buy regularly, but I just took a little bit on my hands, and we're going to put it on my face. It feels really good. There's not really a smell to it, which is nice. Some people don't like that smell, and I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more. My face is super dry, so it just soaked up all that little tiny bit I put on my hands. And we want to get it everywhere. None of this stuff has SPF in it. My regular everyday moisturizer has SPF in it, which is good because you're getting your SPF every single day. I do like this. The feel of it is not bad. The full size is $20. It does feel good. It doesn't have a smell to it, so that's a plus. So the next thing I'm going to go into on my face with is the primer. And I am using the Benefit Professional primer. And this stuff is just meant to, it's just meant to be pushed into your pores, like warmed up on your hand and your fingers and pushed into your pores, and I just have the little tiny guy. So I just put a little tiny bit on my hand, and then I just get it in my fingers and kind of push it in to the place where I have pores and fine lines. A little bit really does go a very long way with this product. I do like this product, but I recently just did an order from an Ulta order, and I ordered NYX's Pore Filler. They are a cruelty-free company, and we'll see how that goes. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually go into my eyes, because I think I don't know these products very well, so I'm going to try my eyes first. I do have an Ulta tinted eye primer in satin blush. I do like this stuff. It works well for actually an eyeshadow, but it's got a really pretty color to it. It's got a little bit of a pink look to it, and it's very well, if you look at it on my hand, can you see it? It's kind of got this iridescence to it, which is really pretty. We are going to start with this little Ulta. I received this in a sample bag not that long ago, and it's got 6 colors in it. And this you can't, this particular, palette you can't get in full size, and it did come with this little sponge guy that I won't be using.
I've heard good things about Ulta shades, but I've also heard really bad things about Ulta shades. So for the first part, I'm going to go in with this color right here and just do all over my eyes. I need to get a mirror, I think. Just pause, please, and get a mirror. And I'm just going to go right in and set that primer.
Another person I have seen do this video is Samantha March. She's somebody I watch all the time. And it's kind of funny because she did it most recently, and she had Anastasia dip brow, and she's fairly new to brows, and she thought that she did a horrible job, and that's also what I have, and I've never used anything but pencils. So this might actually end up being comically just like her video. The next shade I'm going to go into is this one here, and it's called Desire, and I'm going to take my crease brush and go into that color and just go into my crease.
There's plenty of pigment with this. I feel like the pigment is pretty good for an Ulta product. I don't know, can you guys see that? I do feel like this is gliding on pretty well. I do feel like, however, I have to dig into it a little bit to get this color payoff. So I would say it's probably not my favorite. There we go. I did go a little over the brow bone, or the crease. Sorry, the crease bone, not over the brow bone. Man, that would be a lot of makeup. I feel like this is going on really well, except for that I have to continue to pump into it. And I should probably move that because it's probably shaking my camera quite a bit when I dig into it. So I'm going to move that.
So this is like the 4th time I've went into that color just to get a little bit of color payoff. I feel like it's probably not the best. The next color I'm going to go into with that same brush is this plum drop. We're just going to go just a little bit underneath the crease and into the outer V with that.
There's not much color to that. That's disappointing. It is a really pretty color in the pan, but I feel like it's not a very pretty color on the lid. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of color to that. It did turn out a little more colorful. You guys should try this full face, full of samples. Every time you order from like Ulta or Sephora, you get samples, and not just every time you order, but from there, but also from other places. And there are some makeup counters that you can go to and just ask them for a sample, and they'll give you a sample. I don't know, that turned out okay.
So the next thing I'm gonna do is use this. I got a sample, well, my daughter got it in her Ipsy bag and she didn't like the color. So I kind of dig the color. It's not bad. It's from the Balm Cosmetics, and the color is Willkommen. So I'm just going to take that on my finger and go in on the lid. I like that color. I think that's really pretty. It's kind of dark. Darker than I thought it was going to be, so I might have to go back into that Ulta palette and get a lighter peachy shade. My eyes are looking really dark right now, and a little haywire, but that's okay because after we get this all through, it should like fix itself. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that Ulta palette. I'm dropping everything today. I'm going to go back into that Ulta palette.
Alright, darken that up. Just a little bit. That's not bad.
Okay, and with a different brush and some setting spray, I am gonna go into this peachy color right here that's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's called Fearless. I'm gonna pick that up on my brush and just go inner portion of my eye.
I don't know if I like it. What do you guys think? I think it's a wee bit just muted. If you know me personally, you know I don't typically wear a whole lot of muted colors, but that looks a little muted. That's okay. That's okay.
Alright, so the next thing I'm going to go into is actually this dip brow because I'm terrified. So it comes in this little guy, and you get 4 colors: medium brown, chocolate dark brown, and auburn. And I'm going to be using the auburn color, and it comes like this. This is the color I'm going to be using, and it looks really dark, but we're going to try this, guys. So this is the color. Okay, you guys see that? I'm not sure. And the little tiny brush that they send you to do it, and I have never used this before. So this should be interesting.
I am just gonna go in. Oh dear. That's super, super dark. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. I don't know if I like this little thing. I can't do this. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I wish I had a little... Wow! It's so dark. That's so dark. Oh my gosh. I never did that. That's so dark. Maybe I took way too much product? I don't know. I feel like I just kind of tapped it in I mean, is that way too much? Can you see the amount of product I have on there? It's really not that much. I mean, I know it's kind of smudged on the it's so dark. I guess if I mastered this, I would like it, but, the bad thing, I guess, is that, wow, God, that is so dark. And just all over. It's so dark and just all over. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is really bad. This went really, really bad, really fast, really quickly. Downhill. I guess we should have maybe done those last so that I could have washed it off and not done this whole video with this like this. But I'm going to take my spoolie off of my e.l.f. pencil and just go in. Part of the reason why I did my brows before I did my concealer and my foundation is so that I could maybe cover up some of my mistakes. Because wow, that one just looks like a giant caterpillar on my face right now. That's awful. Okay. Okay, I'm over the brows. I'm over that. Sorry.
So the next thing I'm going to use is this, I'm going to do my face now and do this NARS All Day Weightless, Luminous Weightless Foundation. Like, I don't really think that there's enough in here for a face. This package definitely felt like there was nothing in it, but, ooh, there's quite a bit. Quite a bit. And it's super runny. So we're just going to put that on, and then I'll go in with my blender, and it's splattering everywhere. I'm not used to wearing a foundation that is this runny. As a matter of fact, I'm not used to wearing a foundation at all. So I usually use like a CC cream or just concealer and just spot conceal, and I maybe should have used just my beauty blender to put it on my face.
You know? This is really watery. So it just sinks right into the skin. And I'm not mad at that. I think that this looks really good, actually. I'm really not mad at it at all. I'm shocked because I really didn't think that there was enough in that package to have done a full face. But looking at what I have on my skin, I feel like I probably could have used that sample twice.
It looks really good. The problem is that NARS is no longer cruelty-free. They are no longer a cruelty-free company, so I won't be purchasing this. This color match is really good. I think this color is a really good color. And the color for that was Santa Fe. Yeah. That's actually a pretty lightweight concealer. I definitely don't mind that. What do you guys think? I definitely don't mind it. Let me see if I'm putting this light on. Maybe you guys can you see better? Donna, put your light on. What do you guys think? I definitely don't think it's bad. So the next thing is concealer, and I have this Benefit Fake Up. They used to call it Fake Up. Now it's called Boing. And Benefit is also not a cruelty-free company. But this is my little sample guy, and I think it's super cute, and that's all the product that you get, which is this little tiny bit. But it's boasted dropping. Everything dropping. Okay, we have a slight damage, a little tiny pickle right there, but we're still going to use it because it's the only concealer I have in sample size. So we're going to go in, it's a hydrating concealer. We're going to go in under the eyeballs. See if that sets into the fine lines and wrinkles. I am also, because I'm wrinkly, I'm also just going to use it a little bit around my chin area and my mouth area, just to see if that helps with, you know, actually just concealing things as well as helping with dry under eyes. So immediately what I can say is that I don't like that at all. So first, it feels a little slimy. I'm using my finger on this side because I feel like maybe the beauty blender took, or not it's not a beauty blender, it's a knockoff, but I'm feeling like maybe it took some of the hydration out on this side because I feel like it just emphasized fine lines and wrinkles. used a lot of under eye concealers, and besides the fact that this one has a little more moisturizing to it, it just settles right into fine lines and wrinkles. However, it does feel like it's a moisturizing underwater. What the hell is my problem today? Under eye concealer. It definitely feels that way. But I don't know. I feel like it settled just a little bit, and it did nothing for coverage. You can definitely still see both of my under eyes, and if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that one of them I can cover up real well, and the other one I can at least get to a less prominent stature than this. So I feel like it didn't do anything for coverage. So I won't repurchase it anyways, but even if I was a person that would purchase it, I won't. I won't purchase that. I don't feel like did a very good job at all. The next thing is bronzer, and I have this little Ulta face palette that came with that eye palette, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is the bronzer that I have, and I'm just going to take my little brush and go in there. I feel like these pans are a really good size for samples, so that you can definitely get into them. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That color is pretty good. While I don't contour very much, I do take my bronzer into those contouring sections of your face first. And then I just do an all over face effect with it. Okay, so now that I've got the bronzer pretty much placed where I want it to be placed, I'm going to just do an all over the face. Powdering. And the reason why I do this is because I'm not really into the contouring, but I do like my face to have kind of an all over bronze look to it. Bronzer is one of those things I couldn't do without. One thing that I don't have, because I don't think I have a sample, I do actually have a sample, haha, was blush, but guess what, I found a sample of blush. So that would be the next thing I would typically go into, and this one is Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Feisty. So we're gonna, which looks a little red, but it's kind of wintry, I guess. It looks a little wintry to me, so I'm gonna go in with my blush brush and just get that on my face. I typically go for peachy blushes because I feel like they complement my skin the best. And this one's not bad. I don't mind this one. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is finish my eyes. Oh, I did have a blush. I forgot about this, but I think I'm using this as a lip tint. So, the only eyeliner I had was this guy, and I'm not even sure what it is. It came in a box I purchased with some samples and stuff in it. I am just going to, I think, take this on the bottom and kind of smudge it out. It is black, and I'm not used to putting pencils on the, not used to using pencils anyways. I typically use like retractables and liquid eyeliner. So we're just going to take this on the bottom, maybe smudge it out. I feel like even it might then be just too stark for this eye that I've got going on.
We're just going to take that lightly. Oh! Just poked my eyeball. Okay, so forgive me for getting up close, but I have a mirror right behind you. So that's what we're doing. We're going to use that mirror right behind you, because I can typically do my eyes with eyeliner without like holding my face down, but apparently not with a pencil.
So I'm going to take my little smudger brush here and just kind of smudge that out. It smudges out really well.
It might also be because my eyeball is watering, because I want to poke at it. Yeah, I'm not doing too well with this today. Okay, so I smudged that out, but I find that it's just, that might be another reason for not purchasing that concealer. I find that it's just the eyeliner, the pencil eyeliner, is like seeping, if that makes any sense, into, I mean, look, guys, it's just seeping into the fine lines, because I feel like they're just super, super wet right now from that concealer. I'm a hot mess today.
Next I'm going to go in with this, what's supposed to be, I think, a face highlight, and we'll use it as a face highlight as well, into this guy right here in the Ulta face palette. It's called Radiant Diamond, and I'm just going to hit my brow bone with it, kind of bring it down into the shadow to blend it all together. I like that. I can see me using that quite often, actually. I'm going to take it on my pinky and go into the inner corner. Yep, I like that. That's not a bad shade. I think that helped the entirety of the eye look. I really do. Then we're going to go in with some They're Real mascara. Look at that one. That one is crazy. I feel like it definitely lengthens everything, and you'll see that. What I do know, though, is that my natural lashes are pretty long to begin with.
I'm makeup videoing today. I have quite a few to do because I need to get them uploaded for the week. Finally figured out the camera thing, and I think that, and the editing thing, and I think that I have a plan in place to make this stuff happen the way I want it to happen. Please tell your friends, let them know that you have a personal friend on not Facebook, YouTube, that is doing videos right now, because I need some more subscribers. I mean, granted, I have 12 right now, which is double what I had last week, and, 12 more than I had when I started, so I'm definitely grateful, and thank you guys for being a part of this crazy ride of mine. But everyone needs more, right?
Alright, so last thing is translucent powder, which the face thing came with, which is this white stuff right here. I am just going to take that and dust it all over my face. I should have picked a different brush. I don't feel like this is I accidentally grabbed my buffing brush, and I think that was silly. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a different brush. The reason why I grabbed the buffing brush, though, is because these pans are really small. I am going to also go into the highlighter as an afterthought. Sorry, guys. And put some of that on here. This highlighter is not bad. I'm definitely not mad at this highlighter. It did a really good job on my brow bone. It's definitely not, I feel like it's not an in your face. Maybe, can you guys see that at all? Yeah. I feel like, though, it's not really necessarily hugely in your face. It's more of a natural highlight, but a still there highlight. And then do lips. So for lips, I have this Posy Tint by Benefit again. That foundation, when I squirted it out, it kind of went everywhere, and I'm finding it on my, so I'm kind of ghetto, and I've got my tripod stacked on top of a bunch of books, and that foundation got all over my books, so I'll have to wipe that off. Anyways, so I'm going into my lips with this lip and cheek tint, and that is really pink. That's like super bubblegum pink. We're gonna try it. It's pink, definitely, and it's really easy to use. It goes on a lot like, wow, that's pink. It goes on like a lip gloss. It's not drying. it feels okay. So the Fake Up Under Eye Hydrating Balm I did not like, but it now goes by Boing, and it is $20 for a full size. I didn't like it personally. Their Real Mascara full size is $24. And it's not a bad mascara. I do feel like it gives quite a bit of length. It's really not a bad mascara. I've got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. That was my moisturizer, and that guy retails for $20 full size.
I just lost that awful eyeliner down that hole right there. That is the pocket for my window. My windows in this room all go down into the walls, and I just lost that eyeliner down in that window, which was okay.
The Posy Tint Limpid Cheek Stain is $30 full size. I'm not mad at it. I don't necessarily love the color, but it's not bad. ABH Dip Brow is $18 for a full size, and it does last forever. And actually, they turned out okay for somebody who was such a hot mess with it in the beginning. This is me saying I don't mind it. It's not bad. These two Ulta beauty samples, I don't know that these come in a full-size form. I'm sure that you can get them in full size, and Ulta Beauty is cruelty-free and has some pretty spectacular products, but I do not like these eyeshadows. This eye look turned out pretty good, but I think the saving factor was the balm. Welcome color, which does only come, as far as I can tell, only come in a palette that is $39.50. And also the Ulta Beauty, actually the highlighter, I think is what saved that. The colors I'm not super fond of. I also have the Professional that I use on my face, which retails for $31 full size. And the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It really was weightless. It does feel good on my face. I do like it. And typically at this point, if something's not going to agree with my face, I can feel my face kind of burning, which is no good. But my skin is super sensitive, and with the moisturizer and that, I do not feel a burning sensation. So they're actually... they actually seem to work well for my super sensitive skin. Anyways, that full size is $49. What did I forget? Is there anything I forgot? Oh, the Ulta Tinted Eye Primer. I love it. I think it's amazing. I do use it quite often, actually. It is beautiful on its own. Sheared out, it does make a really tacky super primer. I do like to set my primer. You don't have to with it, I'm sure. But that full size is $12. The other sample I used was the Feisty 12-Hour Amazonian Clay Blush by Tarte. So that's my full face using samples only. Please let me know what you think. Don't forget to thumbs up. Let us know that you like the video. It does really help. I don't know if you guys know that, but it does really help for visibility for everybody else. Also subscribe if you like my videos. I am currently figuring out, well, I figured out the camera thing, and now that I've figured out the camera thing, I should have a video up every day. So anyways, thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and hit the bell so that you get notified, and I'll see you later. Love you, bye.